I moved to Camas, Washington my 7th grade year. I was 12 years old, moving across the bridge from Portland. Although this doesn't seem like a big move, it was for me. Up until my 7th grade year, I had attended a private school my whole life. Other than a couple students leaving every year and a couple coming in, it was essentially the same 20 students every year. As anyone could expect, coming into the Camas public school district was a major shock. Around 500 kids in each class, and I knew nobody. Though looking back now, that was nothing compared to how much Camas is and has been expanding to. Today I'm going to inform you on how much the city of Camas, Washington has really changed, from a small mill town to now a rapidly growing and expanding community. Let me first start out by telling you about how Camas started as a small town in which most of the community was employed through the mill, to a now growing community that doesn't seem to be slowing down. According to the City of Camas website, the naming of Camas all came from a flower. The Columbia River Valley Indians sought out these flowers for many purposes. They called the flower Camas. In 1883, Lacamas Colony Company selected Town Knight of Camas for their new paper mill. In 1883, first store was opened in Camas, and in 1884, the first school and post office opened in Camas. In 1906, Camas was incorporated as a town and had a population of 1,125. In 1928, the Crown Willamette Paper Company merged with the San Francisco-based Zellerbach Paper Mill Company, forming Crown Zellerbach Corporation. This paper mill employed almost every mill in the town at the time. However, over the years, the numbers have grown substantially, and a town that once revolved around a paper mill has become a high commodity to live. For example, in the year 1990, the population of Camas was 6,798, and in 2000 had a population of 12,534. In 2010 had a population of 19,907, and now, in 2014, an estimated 21,000 people reside in Camas. This PowerPoint slide shows the population of Camas as Camas has expanded. The numbers have substantially grown, as you can see from this. From the year about 1990, it just has skyrocketed, and now we're about 20,000 people in a town that once was about 1,100 and 1,125 as it originally started. Secondly, I'll inform the audience of why Camas has expanded so much. In 2014, a magazine called The Family Circle names Camas as one of the 10 best U.S. towns to live in for families. It has become such a high commodity to live because of its location. We reside right next to the Columbia River, which allows for a lot of outside activities. We have our own lake, Lacamas Lake, and the community has built many trails and stuff for people to walk, hike, jog, or ride bikes on. In this PowerPoint, you can see all the trails that they have built, and specifically around Round Lake. It's the backside of the lake in Camas, and they have built trails all around it so people, like I said, can go on walks, take their dogs, and just go out and do leisurely activities. And this has become a really important thing for people so they can get out of the house and doing stuff. The magazine also measured the town against family-friendly criteria, such as affordable homes, quality schools, access to health care, green space, low crime rate, and financial stability. And lastly, since Camas has expanded so much, the numbers in school are rising, but another reason that the town has expanded so much is because that schools are so well respected and so well known. According to camas.wednet.edu, The Camas School District is recognized as a leader in state school reform efforts and for its delivery, dynamic instruction, and basic skills. A strong history of community support affords approximately 6,000 students outstanding academic, vocational, cultural, and athletic opportunities, a powerful partnership between business, parents, and staff. They also state that Camas was one of the first districts in the state to implement rigorous graduation requirements, a series of demonstration tasks administered at various stages in students' education. Camas has a long history with a progressive curriculum, a blend of common sense skills instructions and creative strategies that promote higher level thinking reasoning. The district's instructional programs have received recognition and awards over the years. Still to this date, Camas also remains in the top 10% of high schools in the nation. As you can see from this graph, included in my PowerPoint, the blue line is the Camas school districts and the red line is Washington school average. Camas school district test scores are substantially higher other than in the year 2004 than the rest of Washington state, making them very appealing to people looking for areas to move for their kids to attend a public school where it's free, yet they're still getting a great education. In conclusion, Camas has grown substantially so fast as a town that once started and thrived off the mill. It has slowly turned to a well-respected place to live because of the community and its school system. Since moving here my 7th grade year, I've seen a substantial change, and it is going to be interesting to see how much more it will continue to change. Although there has been a lot of change, Camas has been a great place to live. I've met all of my best friends here, and looking back, wouldn't change moving here for the world.